Have you ever felt like your mind is a crowded, noisy city that never sleeps? You're lying in bed, trying to fall asleep, but your thoughts are racing, jumping from one worry to another, replaying conversations, and creating endless what-if scenarios. It's exhausting, isn't it? You might think, why can't I just switch it off? Why is my mind so loud? If you've ever felt this way, you're not alone, and I want you to know something important. Your mind isn't noisy by accident. Let's break down why this happens. Think of your mind like a smartphone. When it's new, it's fast, responsive, and has plenty of storage. But over time, what happens? We download countless apps, take thousands of photos, and leave hundreds of tabs open in our browser. We get notifications pinging us every few minutes. Eventually, the phone gets slow, it freezes, and the battery drains in no time. It's overloaded. Our minds work in a very similar way. Every single day, we are bombarded with an incredible amount of information. Social media feeds, news headlines, work emails, text messages, advertisements, and the endless stream of content online. It's a constant flood of input. Our brains are trying to process all of this, all at once. It's like trying to listen to 100 different songs playing at the same time and making sense of any single one of them. It's impossible. This constant overstimulation is what creates that feeling of mental noise and restlessness. Your mind isn't broken, it's just overloaded. On top of all this external noise, we have our own internal chatter. We worry about the future, we regret the past, we create to-do lists that are a mile long, and we put immense pressure on ourselves to be productive, successful, and happy all the time. This internal pressure adds another layer of noise, making it even harder to find a moment of peace. We get stuck in what's often called analysis paralysis, where we overthink every single decision to the point that we end up doing nothing at all. This cycle of overthinking and mental clutter doesn't just make us feel tired. It can seriously impact our well-being, leading to anxiety, stress, and even burnout. So, what's the solution? Many of us instinctively try to fix this by adding more things. We download another productivity app, read another self-help book, or start a new, complicated morning routine. We think that if we can just organize the chaos better, it will go away. But this is like trying to tidy up a hoarder's house by buying more storage boxes. You're not solving the root problem, you're just rearranging the clutter. The true path to mental quiet isn't about adding more. It's about removing what doesn't belong. Peace is found in subtraction, not addition. Think about it this way. A sculptor creates a beautiful statue, not by adding clay, but by chipping away the pieces of stone that aren't part of the final masterpiece. To find clarity and quiet in our own minds, we need to become sculptors of our own mental space. We need to start chipping away at the noise. So how do we do that? It starts with a simple but powerful concept: creating intentional silence. Our world has become allergic to silence. The moment we have a free second, waiting in line, or walking down the street, we pull out our phones. We fill every empty space with more input. The first step to a quieter mind is to consciously reclaim some of that silence. Try this. For just 5 minutes a day, put your phone away, turn off the TV, and just sit. You don't have to meditate in a specific way or try to empty your mind. Just sit and allow yourself to exist without any external input. Notice the sounds around you, the feeling of your breath. It might feel uncomfortable at first, because your brain is so used to the constant stimulation. But over time, these small pockets of silence will start to feel like an oasis. The next step is to curate your information diet. Just like you would curate your food diet. You wouldn't eat junk food for every meal. So why feed your mind a constant stream of mental junk? Be ruthless. Unfollow social media accounts that make you feel anxious or inadequate. Unsubscribe from email newsletters you never read. Turn off non-essential notifications on your phone. You are the gatekeeper of your mind. You have the power to decide what you let in. By consciously choosing to consume less, and to consume higher quality, more positive information, you dramatically reduce the amount of noise your brain has to process. Another powerful technique is what I call a brain dump. This is incredibly simple. Before you go to bed, or whenever you feel overwhelmed, take a piece of paper and a pen. Write down everything that's on your mind. Every worry, every to-do item, every random thought. Don't censor it, don't try to organize it, just get it all out of your head and onto the paper. This act of externalizing your thoughts is incredibly freeing. It signals to your brain that these thoughts are captured and won't be forgotten, which allows your mind to let go and relax. You'll be amazed at how much lighter you feel afterward. Physical movement is also a non-negotiable for a quiet mind. When you're stuck in your head, overthinking in circles, the best thing you can do is get into your body. Go for a walk, do some stretching, dance around your living room, or do a workout. When you focus on the physical sensations of movement, you're pulling your attention away from the racing thoughts. Exercise also releases endorphins, which are natural mood lifters and stress reducers. It doesn't have to be an intense gym session. Even a 10-minute walk can work wonders to clear the mental cobwebs. Now, it's important to remember that the goal isn't to have a completely empty mind. That's not realistic or even desirable. Thoughts are a natural part of being human. The goal is to change your relationship with your thoughts. It's about learning to be the calm observer of your thoughts, rather than being swept away by them. Imagine you're sitting on the bank of a river. The thoughts are like leaves floating by on the water. You can just watch them come and go without having to jump into the river and get carried away by the current. This is the essence of mindfulness. Building these habits takes time and consistency. It's a practice, not a perfect science. There will be days when your mind feels noisier than others, and that's okay. The key is to be gentle with yourself. Don't turn quieting your mind into another thing on your to-do list to stress about. Approach it with curiosity and compassion. Each small step you take to reduce the noise is a victory. Less noise means more clarity. More clarity means better decisions, more creativity, and a deeper sense of peace and well-being. So, let's recap the key takeaways. First, understand that your mind is noisy because it's overloaded, not because it's broken. Second, realize that peace is found by subtracting, not adding. You need to remove what doesn't matter. Start by creating small pockets of intentional silence in your day. Third, become the gatekeeper of your mind by curating your information diet and turning off unnecessary notifications. Fourth, practice a brain dump to get swirling thoughts out of your head and onto paper. And finally, get moving. Use physical activity to shift your focus from your head to your body. Your mental peace is one of the most valuable assets you have. It deserves to be protected. By implementing these simple strategies, you can begin to turn down the volume on the mental noise and turn up the volume on your own inner wisdom and calm. You can transform your mind from a noisy, chaotic city into a peaceful, serene garden. To help you get started on this journey, I've done some research and found some simple tools that can really help calm the mind and create a more peaceful environment. Things like weighted blankets, aromatherapy, diffusers, and guided meditation journals can be fantastic aids. I've put together a list of some of my favorites on Amazon, and many of them are on sale right now. If you're interested, you can find the link in the bio or description below. These aren't magic fixes, but they can be wonderful supports as you build these new habits. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content on living a more intentional and peaceful life. I'd also love to hear from you in the comments. What's one thing you're going to do this week to create a little more quiet in your life? Sharing your commitment can be a powerful first step. Remember, less noise, more clarity. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.